Lee's Logbook.
Hello and welcome to the next chapter of Lee's Logbook. I am Lee and this is our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky Let's Play. On the last episode, whoo! We got some power on the squad. We got Grovyle and this beautiful shiny Celebi. We are going to hopefully be getting out, oh boy, of this forest so that we may go through time and back to our own. Oh, I'm getting hungry. How hungry? 19. I'm gonna wait just a little bit. Oh! That was really dumb of me. I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna protect myself. The move failed to impact. What? Why? Alright, you know what we'll do? Bye! Just pure seed out of there. Why not? I'm not dealing with it! Look at me. Do I look like I'm dealing with it? You know what? Now that it's not sandstorming, I'm gonna try to get some health back real quick. Oh! I'm still hungry. Apple. Eat. Me. There we go. My belly is somewhat filled now. I can heal myself up. Oh, no, we're out. We're out. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Now listen here there, Steelix. You're not a part of the squad, alright? So I'm just gonna go like this. And I'm gonna go like this. And we're gonna leave.
Oh, I see it now. There it is.
Ooh, okay.
Is that the passage of time?
That's right. That's the passage of time. I went through that to go to the past. Celebi, only you can open the passage of time. Do your thing.
Sure.
What? That voice!
It can't be.
Is that Dusknoir?
Hello to you all. It's been a while.
Yeah, it is Dusknoir.
Dusknoir!
Dusknoir.
Your scurrying carried you far. But sad to say, that's all over now.
The Seablight too.
That's crafty, Dusknoir. You allowed us to roam free, but you kept your eye on us the whole time. So you could capture Celebi as well as us.
What? So you mean we were followed the whole time?
I didn't see this coming. It's all my fault, Celebi.
Oh? Apologies don't suit your style, my dear Grovyle. And do you honestly think that I can be caught?
Everyone, you ready to fight?
What? Of course!
We're gonna power our way through. We'll push them aside, then dive into the passage of time.
Got it!
So you'll resist? Spare yourself the effort. You have no chance of succeeding. We won't know for sure until we try! Dusknoir, you and me, now! Grovyle, are you really such a fool to think that I'd come alone?
What?
Now, Master Dialga.
What? It turned pitch black!
Oh no! That's... Grovile! What is it? What is that? That's Primal Dialga. What? That is? That's Primal Dialga?
What's wrong, Grovile? Where's your bravado now?
My dear Grovile, this is it for us. What? Why? Aren't we going to fight? It's hopeless. Dusk Noir on his own is one thing, but we don't stand a chance against Dialga. You two have kept up so well. I'm sorry to let you down. This is where it ends. But... I surrender, Dusk Noir. Do with me as you will. My dear Grovile!
What's the matter, Grovile? It's not like you to give up so easily.
Yes, I am giving up. But hope is still alive. Celebi, you remember that last time when I traveled back in time to prevent the planet's paralysis, I wasn't alone. There was another. What? Grovile, you didn't come to our world alone? That's right. I had a partner. We headed to the past together. But when we were going through the passage of time, we had trouble. We became separated. My partner should still be back in the world of the past. Even if I am eliminated, my partner will see our mission through to the end. My partner will prevent the planet's paralysis. What's so funny?
So you claim someone went to the past with you? Incidentally, what's the name of your partner? Go on. Say the name.
Why ask such a thing?
Can't tell me.
No, that's not true. My partner's name is Lee. My best friend. What? What? Grovile, did you say Lee? Well, this is Lee right here. What? You're Lee? No. It can't be. It isn't. The Lee I know isn't a Pokemon. The Lee that I know is a human. What?
Precisely! My good fellow Grovile, that is unmistakably your friend Lee.
What?
That Pokemon you see was once a human.
What?
Master Dialga had given me a mission. It was to get rid of you, Grovile, and Lee, because you fled to the past. I traveled through time in pursuit of you both. In the past, I gathered intelligence that might help me find you. And at one point, I met the League. Hello there. You're from the Guild, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we're the League. We're here. We work at the Guild. It's great to meet you.
But at that point, I suspected something. I suspected nothing.
Sorry, no, not something. Nothing.
My partner here just happened to see it in a dream.
Excuse me? A dream, you say? By dream, what do you mean? When they mentioned the dimensional scream, I was skeptical at first. But then an idea began to take shape in my mind. And...
Yes, with the memory of a name and the memory of being a human before that.
I beg your pardon. Human. So a former human, with no memories. A human that possessed the dimensional scream. I became convinced then. You said you know your name at least. And that name would be... Lee told the name to Dusk Noir. Ah! I see. Lee.
Does that name mean anything to you?
No. It means nothing to me, unfortunately.
What? Did I just see the faintest... Did Dusknoir just hide the faintest of smiles? Or did I imagine that?
There was no doubt. This Lee was the very one that I had been seeking. So that Lee developed amnesia and was transformed into a Pokemon. Which must be because of the accident during your time travel. Well, Lee's memory loss was a lucky stroke for me. After all, your partner failed to recognize who I am. It was quite easy to win over your partner's trust. And it was also easy to drag them to the future when the time came.
Dusknoir really was lying.
Which left you, Grovyle. The last part of the job to finish.
I was a human from the future? And I was Grovyle's partner on a mission to prevent the planet's paralysis? That's how I ended up in Cinder's world.
Grovyle and Lee! With the both of you here, everything will end when we finally dispose of you. That will finally put an end to Grovyle's glimmer of hope. Everything ends! Everything ends for you!
Dusknoir. No. Dusknoir!
Have you finally come to terms with your fate?
Grovyle! Lee!
We shall be rid of you for all time. This is the end for you.
Hey, Lee! Grovyle! You can't give up!
You say not to give up, but what can we possibly do in this bleak situation?
We have to think! I know! Celebi! Can your time traveler ability transport us the short distance into the passage of time? It won't be easy with Dialga here. Dialga's the temporal Pokemon. It controls time itself. Even if I can make us travel in time, he'll have no trouble exposing it. It just has to work for an instant. Please!
Attack!
Time to travel.
They've vanished. Master Dialga!
Our time-traveling path has been shattered!
There they are!
We almost made it to the passage of time! Dive in now, you can make it! Now, into the passage of time! What about you, Celebi? Don't fret over me, I told you, I can't be caught. Stop the planet's paralysis. Change history.
Thanks.
Thank you, Celebi.
You're not getting away! This is...
What? Lee, where? Isn't this where I met you, Lee? It's like that beach. So that means Could it be? No, it is! We're in the past! We made it back to our world! Yes! We made it, Lee! Hey, Grovile! Look! We made it home! Back to our world!
So we did it. We made it through. Back to this world.
Yes! This is where I met Lee. Let's see. I think it was right here. This is where I found Lee out cold.
So that's what happened. That trip through time sent me into the eastern forest, and Lee and I both reached your world far away from each other.
Oh, that's right. There's a lot I don't understand, like the whole concept of time travel. Will you please explain it to us? But this isn't really the place to talk, so let's go to Wigglytuff's guild and talk there. Before we went to the future, we trained there and roomed there. It'll be the perfect place. Okay, let's go to Wigglytuff's guild.
But they remembered...
Hold on.
Will I be well received if I go to the guild? That's exactly what I was thinking.
After all, I'm a wanted outlaw in this world. If I went to your guild, won't everyone be shocked? Don't you think they'd try to capture me?
Come to think of it, you're right. What to do? Oh, I know! There's a good place, but it'll involve going through Treasure Town.
It shouldn't be a problem if I lie low and sneak through. Lead the way.
Okay, it's this way.
There's a message from the Exploration Team Federation. Special episode Here Comes Team Charm has been unlocked. To play a special episode, select from the episode list, blah blah blah, return to the top menu, okay. Would you like to save your adventure? Absolutely, I would. Oh my gosh, this is insane. This is insane.
Whew. This cliff is known as Sharpedo Bluff.
Sharpedo Bluff?
Yes. I think the name comes from the fact that the cliff itself is shaped like a Pokemon named Sharpedo. As far as I can tell, nothing seems out of the ordinary. It's down here. I lived here before I joined the guild. Go ahead. Go in.
I see. This is a hollow chamber in the face of the cliff.
Phew. Glad no one's wrecked this place. That's proof for how little notice this place attracts. Maybe better if we stay here for the time being.
Agreed. But Lee, I never expected you to be that very same Lee.
Grovile, can you tell us more about that?
Yes. Lee and I, we were jointly investigating the planet's paralysis.
A Pokemon and a human, paired together.
Yeah, and Lee had, or has, a special ability like no other. We relied on that special ability to investigate the planet's paralysis. It played a vital part.
By special ability, you mean the Dimensional Scream, don't you?
Exactly. But the Dimensional Scream is a drawback. The Dimensional Scream requires the presence of a trusted Pokemon partner. Without that partner, the ability cannot be triggered.
A trusted partner?
That's why we work together. The Dimensional Scream is set off by triggers tied to places where the time gears are hidden. We needed to find out where the time gears were in the past. We needed the Dimensional Scream to accomplish that.
Well, wait a second. You said that there has to be a trusted partner nearby for the Dimensional Scream to work, but the Dimensional Scream was being triggered not long after we met.
Your point? Doesn't that show you how much you two trusted each other from the start?
When you put it like that, it's a little embarrassing.
In addition, Lee had developed amnesia. Upon meeting you, Cinder, your partner had
Upon meeting you, Cinder, your partner had someone to turn to. Perhaps Lee grew to trust you very quickly because of that.
Oh, there's another thing I don't understand. Is a dimensional scream triggered in response to only time gears?
Right. The opposite is also true. The dimensional scream is not triggered in places that aren't connected to time gears.
Really?
That's not how I remember it.
Listen, Lee, do you remember that time it went off near Drowsy? And during our first exploration? And there were other times, too. We went to places that seemed to have nothing to do with time gears, but even in places like that, the dimensional scream was triggered sometimes, wasn't it?
Are you sure? But that never happened in the future. The dimensional scream was never triggered by places that had no tie to time gears whatsoever. Well, if that's true, I don't know why it would work differently here. Perhaps things are just different in this world. Perhaps the nature of the dimensional scream is altered in the past. So in the future, the dimensional scream doesn't work in places that have no connection to time gears. Oh, that explains it. Maybe that's why that time, when we were in the future.
Your dimensional scream! Use your dimensional scream, Lee! Touch this frozen water. Who knows? You may see something.
Oh, I understand. That's true. It's worth a try. Touching that frozen water, it might give us clues about what's happening to us.
We can't dawdle. Those Sableye will catch up to us. Let's do this quickly.
Lee touched the frozen spray of water.
Well, Lee? Can you see anything?
No, I'm not sensing anything. Maybe I couldn't envision anything that time we were in the future because we were in a place that wasn't tied to any time gears. Maybe that's why my dimensional scream failed to work. Maybe Grovile is right about the future and the past being different. Or different enough to make my dimensional scream ability work differently. Anyway, like I was saying, we were investigating the planet's paralysis. We used the dimensional scream ability to identify the location of the time gears in your world while we were in the future. That's it. Here. A time gear is here. I see. Place the Droughtstone in Groudon's heart. That lifts the fog. Very well done. Good job, partner. After identifying the locations where the time gears would be in the past, we took the passage of time. That brought us from our world and your future to this world. However... Whoa! Are you okay? No! Don't let go! Just a little longer! Come on, hang on! No! I can't! Hold on! We encountered turbulence while we were traveling through time. Thus, Lee and I became separated. For some reason, Lee got amnesia and was turned into a Pokemon. I can only guess that it had something to do with our accident while traveling in time. I came from the future. And not just that, I came with the mission of preventing the planet's paralysis. I don't know. It sounds so outlandish. It doesn't feel real somehow. So, Lee, you may not remember any of this, but you were my closest friend. I worried about you when we were separated. I'm glad to see that you're safe. Your appearance may have changed, and though you've lost your memory, you're still you. And none of this alters the fact that you remain my friend. Oh, Lee, I'm glad to see you again. Now, we have to decide on our course of action. Like I've told you before, I'm going to collect the time gears again. What are you going to do?
I'm a little worried about how time stops in a region where its time gear is removed, but you're sure that it'll only be temporary?
That's right. As soon as the time gears are set in place at Temporal Tower, time will be restored to its normal state everywhere.
Well then, we'll go too. We'll go with you, Grovile. Taking a time gear will badly affect the Pokemon that live in that area, but we have to prevent the planet's paralysis.
Okay then, we'll go together. But the hour is late. We're also exhausted from all the running we've done. We should rest up tonight. We'll leave in the morning.
Okay. Oh my...
So much stuff! So much stuff! This is crazy. Where'd Cinder go?
Cinder isn't here. Maybe outside? What's the matter? Can't sleep?
Yes. Just thinking.
Thinking about Dust Noir?
No, that's not it. Sure, finding out we were being deceived came as a real shock, but hearing your story earlier, Grovile, it really drove it home. What Dust Noir said in the future was really true, and it made me realize that Lee really did come from the future. I was mulling over things like that. Hey! Look, Grovile! Sunlight! It's sunrise! It's pretty, isn't it?
Yes.
Maybe it's because we were in the future for so long, but I didn't think that a sunrise could ever feel so renewing. The sun rises, then it sets. We take that for granted, and that's only natural. But things we take for granted, they're really the most essential things, and they're precious.
All I'd ever known in the future's world of darkness. Upon coming to this world and seeing the sun for the first time, it was staggering. Seeing it strengthened my resolve to turn history away from a future of darkness. There's one thing that I wanted to ask of you, Cinder. It's about that time in the future, when we were confronted by Dialga. Frankly, we were in a no-win situation. There was no hope. But when all seemed lost, you refused to give up. Even I had given up. What compelled you? How did you manage to stay so strong?
Well, I wonder too. I really don't know. But maybe. Maybe it was because Lee stood by me.
Lee?
Take a look at this.
This? What could it be? There's an on-pattern inscribed on it. I've never seen anything like it. This pattern is new to me.
This is my relic fragment. It's my personal treasure. I have this dream of one day solving the mystery behind this fragment. But I was such a coward. I couldn't work up the courage to go to the guild and apply as an apprentice. It was then that I met Lee. Lee. Well, okay. I'm putting my faith in you, Lee. Yes, I totally believe in you. Yes. He was always there to cheer me up. And this is scary. But we need to be brave. And I need to face up to this. There's no giving up now, Lee. It all gave me courage. With Lee, I felt like I could overcome any challenge. That's how I came to feel over time. Maybe that's why I was able to keep going without giving up.
All right. I think I understand what you're saying. Yes. Lee is a special quality that makes others feel that way. The same way that I care for Lee as a friend. You, Cinder, also feel that same way. Lee is lucky to be blessed with a friend like you. Well, it's morning. We should be leaving soon.
Yeah.
Alright, it's agreed. We will collect all the time gears. First, we have to decide which time gear we should target.
Let's check the Wonder Map. From here, the underground lake would be the closest, I guess.
How about Tree Shot Forest? That was where I got my first time gear the last time.
Where's that?
Here. It's a little far from here, but there's no one like Yuxi guarding that time gear.
Oh, great! If we were to fight someone over a time gear, that would attract attention. But that won't be a concern here, right?
Exactly.
That's it then. That's where we're going. Onward to Tree Shroud Forest!
Tree Shroud Forest.
This is it. This is the entrance to Tree Shroud Forest.
Oh. What is it, Grovile?
The atmosphere somehow feels different from last time. No, I must be imagining it. We'll go in when you're ready.
And we will go in, but we will have to do it next episode. Crazy episode, though. Like, oh man, the stuff that we learned this episode. Mind-blowing. Awesome. Oh man. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave this video a like. And if you're excited to see what happens next, if you're as excited as I am to see what happens next, and you have yet to subscribe, consider subscribing and joining Lee's League. And as always, I will see you guys next time.